Hi, Corey with Gold Rush Expeditions. We're in Nevada today. Nevada, you think big mining history, preserving their mining history. It's the silver state. They love their mining. Not so much. We want to show you what kind of goes on behind the scenes. We're out here outside of Pioche today, and what you see was once a beautiful mining camp. Looking behind me, you can see what happened when Reclamation came through. Now you might think that's saving all the little kiddies from falling in mines and dying. Nobody's falling in mines, nobody's dying. What you're losing is your American history. What you've got here is some old water barrels. This is part of what was running the mine. These mines date back into 1860s, 1870s. How old all this stuff actually is, we don't know. We won't actually ever know because they've been destroyed right now. As I walk over here, it's kind of hard to navigate because everything's just been kicked over. But what I'm standing on here used to be a hoist house. This would be a tall house that would have housed an engine, which would have driven the head frame to pull buckets of ore up and down the mine that's right that direction. As you can see now, it's been kicked over. The contractors, whoever came up here and did the work, they've stripped everything that's metal of value. They've kicked everything over. No regard for the history. Obviously, Nevada does not care about their mining history too terribly much. As we walk over here a little more, you can see what used to be an adit. The contractors that reclaimed this, thanks to the BLM, have completely destroyed it. They've knocked over all the wood, just crushed whatever was here. Who knows what it looks like? There's no pictures of it. As we continue, you see some more of the destruction here. Old hinges on old doors that were just crushed and tossed into this nice little adit where old miners, even back into probably the 1950s, worked. They kept this all together. They made a life out here, and somebody came and just kicked it over and destroyed it. What you see behind me is something that you'll never see again. Big wooden head frames. These are very, very rare to find. As you can see, the contractors that reclaimed this mine didn't give a shit about this. They kicked it over, they sawed it over, they knocked it over, they took the sheave wheel out of it. They pretty much just stripped it down for any metal they could get out of it, probably sold that back in town, and then just kicked this over like it was some worthless piece of shit. People will never make these head frames again. Even in Butte, Montana, there is one head frame in the Butte pit that is wood. It is preserved as a historical monument because it's the last wooden head frame that's out there. This is the best kicker of this site altogether. This is the mine entrance. Prior to the reclamation, this was likely a large collared shaft. Nobody was accidentally falling into it. Nobody's cows were falling into it. It was perfectly fine. This was a large historical site with buildings and head frames and a lot of history for people to see. The mine still exists. The minerals are still in there. All that's happened is we've lost all of the history above because of some overzealous bureaucrats at the BLM that think that we need to destroy every bit of mining history that's above the ground. What you're doing here is destroying the last little bits of the American West that are sitting out here. So what can you do to stop something like this from happening? This is happening in all the western states, Montana, Colorado, Nevada, all of them. And it's happening because people like you are sitting back, you go ghost towning, you smile about it, and then you drive away and let the BLM do what they want. Call your BLM representatives, call your state senators, call anyone you can think of and say, please stop destroying the little bit of history that we have left on public land. This history, once it's gone, will never be replaced, ever. There is nothing that is going to replace them. No one's going to dig new tunnels, no one's going to dig new adits, everything's a pit mine. Save what little bit of history we have by making the call today. Visit us, take a look at what history looks like, www.goldrushexpeditions.com, and we will see you at the next site.